게임은 재밌으면 된다니까?
불멸의 전사 2.
And counter right from the get-go. And even though Dark did have those speed overlords, TY kept aggression on him that looked like aggression that could go into any type of build. And Dark didn't find out till later. So he's sitting there with Roaches, with Ravagers, you know, these units that aren't going to be that good. He makes a Hydralisk Den, realizing his Spire's a little bit late to deal with anything. It was just a very uphill battle for him at that point.
We are going into game number 4. Remember, the winner of this best of 5 faces off stats in the finals.
Right after this.
That's right after this, guys. So stay tuned with us here at Africa TV. In the upper left, in the blue, our Terran player in the lead.
Ro.4 TY.
In the bottom left, in the red, our Zerg player.
SK텔레콤 T1 다크.
And he can't make any more mistakes. He has to win next. Excuse me, this one and the next.
Yes. Well, if he wins the next, that's really great for him because he goes on to the finals.
That's right.
So I don't feel
It's like, come on, I just want to see what the true score was. Force the game.
Imagine that. Imagine trying true score with everyone. It's Zest ends up winning like 48 games during GSL. Like everyone wants a best of 3.
It's like, well, I lost, but I guess I got to try 3 best cheeses against Zest and see if this works.
Hashtag CrossFinal.
Oh my God, that's right. I had no idea. Guys, get out there. Hashtag CrossFinal.
Yeah. Or was it CrossFinals?
It's CrossFinal with no S.
Code S.
Okay, Terran going for a quick expand here. Does Dark play a long game? Does he go for that harass style play?
You know, I think he's probably going to stay true, get his quick scouting done and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's worked out well for him here so far. Maybe not on the Prime Terraces game. That was a well-executed strategy by TY, but I don't know. I guess we'll see when his life is on the line how he reacts.
It might work well on this map. So do you think we're going to see a similar style from TY? Is he just going to stick with Sky Terran?
I don't think he will this game.
Because he's got the full different strats and builds he can use.
Yeah. Like, I would say in the last game, absolutely not, because it's Ruins of Ceres, and Dark will have, like, infinity bases.
Right.
It'll be like an 8, but the 8 fell over onto its side and now is an infinity sign, and that is how many bases and how much money Dark would have on that map. So, definitely not on Ruins of Ceres. Lairlac Crest, it is possible to play like that, I think, but like we've seen people try to turtle up and go for mech strategies. It's just on a 4-player map, there is so much more that Zerg can expand to, so many more angles that he can come in from. So I would expect a more standard game here from TY.
Maybe TY just goes for, you know, a push style.
I think so, but so far he's going for Hellions. He's got a starport on the way, you know, a tech lab. Nothing too different from what we've seen so far.
Ling speed coming up. Zerg also looking very much like the previous.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's going to end up in that same result, but so far he's just showing us he really likes to scout.
Yeah, Dark always kind of follows this style. He wants to know exactly what's going on. Okay, this is cool. I like that he's getting Cloak right away and he's making non-stop Hellions. A Hellion Banshee play in these positions I think could be really nice because the third base that Zerg is probably going to take is going to be on the one on the right, so it's not a direct push from Terran.
But you can harass it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Hellion Banshee can do a good job pressuring that.
All right, he comes in. 4 drones killed.
Ooh.
7. If he gets 8, this is already paid for itself.
Oh, man.
And it looks like he's going to be getting much more than that. 11 now. Not done yet.
Super effective. Wow. That was
Banshee, almost done here. Going to be headed southbound and try to get some more drones.
I was going to say that was like using a fire Pokemon on grass drones, and I'm like, well, I guess actually that literally is fire, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that the drones are grass, but they're definitely super weak to Hellion Blast.
Certainly. So no second Banshee here. Oh, excuse me, there is a second Banshee. Just started it.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to let that Cloak finish as well. And third base is on the way. Lair about to finish.
Let's see how many kills the Banshee can. It's going to come in here right when Cloak is done. There is a spore here, but he could certainly go around to the side where the gas is.
Yeah, I guess some fringe drones perhaps.
Also is able to see the layer just then finish.
Third base and siege tank on the way, so a little bit defensive play coming out of TY now. Not sure exactly what the Banshee will end up accomplishing. Does get a tumor there, but so far, Dark pretty on top of this defense.
I'm loving the way these two guys are playing this. It's really interesting to see TY do this kind of initially turly and then leapfrogging push Terran style of just getting in there with the Liberators, getting in the right position, and then trying to just pick an air fight that he knows he can win, and then wiping all the Zerg bases out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to go for Sky Terran, though, Tasis. I know you wanted to see that again.
No, but I've loved the series so far, is what I'm saying. It's actually just so cool.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing about TY, though, is we've seen him do all the different types of stuff. And I think you're right. I mean, it's also great he went for the Banshees just here in general and kind of prime the Zerg a little bit.
Yeah, I like it. Pry on the Zerg a little bit. That was the last map, Tasteless. Slow down you, this Airlac crest. All right, so
Stim coming along now.
Regular play, double eBay, double Evo, both on the way here. Roach speed coming up, so looks like we want some power macro coming out of Dark. No big surprise there. Doesn't really go Ling Bane.
Yeah, and he wants to test the Terran in the middle of the map here, or right when the Terran gets close to the creep.
You know, I just thought of that.
What's up?
Like, Dark likes to go Ling Bane, something normally reserved for Terrans against Protoss. Likes to go Roach Ravager, something normally reserved for Protoss.
He's got the matchups all wrong, but he still might be the best Zerg in the world.
Or maybe he has them all right. The rest of us have had them all wrong all along.
Terran trying to poke in here, just take out any creep tumors that he can get.
Yeah, it looks like this is probably going to be an Ultralisk Rush, very popular overall in the matchup.
There's that late Baneling Nest, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Ling upgrades coming in. We'll have to see when that infestation pit comes down, see if it actually is one of those rushes. And you know what? The one thing he really is going to want to scout is this going to just be mass bio? And he has a speed overlord, so he can definitely do that. And I think that might be part of the reason why he's adding the Baneling Nest, because if you try to rush to Ultras against just mass pure bio push, it's not going to work out. But if you can stay on Roach Ravager, maybe add some speed Banes in there as well, then you are going to go head-to-head against just a pure bio type of style pretty easily.
Now you can see here Zerg wants to expand further down to the bottom right. Zerg always does that in these spots. They want to get that bottom right quadrant. It's just really tough for Terran to win that. Terran generally, I mean, they of course always want to harass the expansions at least a little bit, but ideally Terran actually takes out the eventual hive tech in the bottom left and all the tech structures that have come along with it. And then Zerg is crippled enough Terran can finish off the game. But whenever you're playing Terran, you never really want to push cross spawns, I think generally speaking.
It definitely can be tough. It's a long walk across the map. Currently we do have a little bit of creep being cleaned up as Dark takes his fourth base. Baneling speed, burrow movement on the way, as well as a Spire. That's interesting. What are you going to do with the burrow movement? Well, probably burrow his roaches and move them, but I mean, what is, you know, not something I was expecting here.
Medivacs pick up. They're still free to harass in the sky until that Spire's done. There's really just no threat. Just keeping the Zerg this busy is definitely a good thing. 1-1, by the way, almost done here for Terran.
Yeah, just finish up for the Zerglings on Dark side. Starts his 2-2 right away.
And now hitting this hatchery. I don't see enough to defend here, Since it's getting low. Denying this hatchery is actually pretty huge.
Yeah.
And another drop over here. Now, he's probably not going to get it just this time, but it's fine because he's going to be dropping elsewhere here as well. Actually, you know, with these Medivacs healing, I think he will.
Yeah.
All right, Banelings are going to change that. There we go.
That hatchery is very low. That's going to be something he might try to snipe again coming up. Another hatchery, or rather command center, sorry, on the way here for TY. And 2-2, so he's just going to continue this harassment for the time being, but Corruptors are on the way, and this is something Dark is really very well known for.
Yeah.
Going Corruptor with this, you know, with basically any type of composition, just it's good against the Liberators, it's good against the Medivacs, and, you know, they're a lot tankier than Mutas.
All right, Roach going to bro move in here. Good way to peek in. Does not seem as though TY is privy to this.
Yeah, no for it. And if he gets a couple of them everywhere, that's going to be huge. Oh, man.
Oh, wow. Okay, he's going to try to hit every location with minerals.
Yeah.
TY has no idea. However, TY is pushing pretty hard here. 166 supply to 173. Worker count generally even, but a lot of roaches not able to defend over here while this Terran is actually pretty...
But he's going to kill a lot of SCVs if TY is actually microing his push over here. This could be rough. We do have TY dropping... Oh, my God, that Spore was amazing, killing off that medevac. That really slows down a lot of the harassment that TY is planning on. 15 SCVs going down.
I love the rebro, too.
Yeah. Just really tax TY's multitasking. We know he's one of the best multitaskers out there, but still, these are set it and forget it things, these roaches, you know? You burrow them in. If it's not going well, you go back and reburrow.
The problem for Terran, too, is whenever he sends out this medevac, if he ever tries to stand his ground, the Corruptors always get the medevac, like you can see right there.
We do have them cleaning up the roaches. 20 SCVs dead, 13 drones dead. Dark maybe coming out a little bit on top there. Both players about to finish that 2-2.
Well, also there's the added threat that the harass can continue here, too.
Well, still keeping that 4 bases. The creep spread is pretty far back, so that's nice for TY.
Zerg is still just taking the bottom right side pretty commandingly. Get a little bit worried for TY here. Don't know how he's going to fare in this game. Unless he can get a solid push off. The problem is Dark is so good at just massing up and winning in late game. He has the right army, the right balance.
Well, with this type of army, TY needs to turtle up really, really extensively. Like, this army is... it's not going to scale as well later into the game. He doesn't have any super high tech within it. It's like, okay, yeah, you have Corruptors and Ravagers. That's kind of like units that are still good endgame. Everything else, if TY gets maxed out and is in good position... he should trade relatively well against.
Now, well, actually, I'll get to that in a second because we got more drops over. Widowmine's going down. He needs to keep TY as busy as possible. Now, it's important when you look at the upper left quadrant of the map. There's really only one more expansion, assuming that Terran keeps the left side base. There's really only one more expansion that Terran could take. Like, theoretically, yeah, Terran could expand to the upper right in that direction, but it's very hard to hold.
Yeah.
Terran definitely have, in a lot of ways, and it's not a disadvantage, it's just a factor in the game, they have a point in time where it becomes exponentially more difficult to take more bases at a certain point in time in the game. We're not there yet, but down the road, it's definitely something we want to watch for.
Indeed. Look at this. I don't know if there's going to be a down the road because Dark has a huge spread coming in right now, trying to kill off TY, trying to stay in the CrossFinals. The Baneling's rolling up, getting some okay connections, picking off all of these siege tanks in a matter of seconds.
Terran losing all these critical units. It's unable to get that wallop off. The tank is ready. There it is, GG. Dark takes game number 4.
All right, all right. It looks like it is tied up now, Tasteless, 2-2. Going to that game 5. Again, these two are so evenly matched.
Next map is going to be Ruins of Shiraz. Let's see how it goes. It's a big-ass map.
Yeah, that's the biggest map, really, that we really had
unless
in the
you
pool
both carry the right side or the left side. It's really tough, man.
Yeah. If they are cross spawns, though, that'll be crazy because Dark is going to be able to expand all over the place. Of course, there's a lot of good places to drop, and if you use this as a style without a Spire, there's a lot of ways to abuse that with medevac drops that TY will absolutely do. There's like so many little cliffs and stuff that you can just run up and hide.
Guys, tell your friends to join us here. This is a very special day. We took the top 2